Breaking updates coming in. Khalistani sloganeering, Go Back Hindu in Canada's Toronto. Visuals coming in of Khalistanis raising slogans at the India Day parade at Toronto City Hall. They were also seen tearing apart the Indian flag with knives. Now with Khalistan flags, the activists raised slogans, Go Back Hindus from Canada. These were the slogans that were raised. It was a peaceful event that was taking place, and look at the ruckus that is being caused by the Khalistani Goons. This is yet again an incident from Canada where the Khalistanis are going rampage with no action being taken against them. My colleague Amandeep is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Amandeep, unfortunately, similar yet another incident where Khalistani Goons have gone on a rampage with no action being taken against them, and here seen sloganeering against Hindus.
Well, absolutely, Pratibha. Now the new campaign is being run by these Khalistani supporters in Canada. Now they are giving the slogans of Hindus go back to India. And in fact, this has happened in Toronto's City Hall area, where on one side of the road, the Khalistani supporters are standing. On the other side of the road, the Indians with the tricolors, they are also standing, and they are continuously confronting this campaign of Khalistani supporters. And in fact, the police is in the middle of that protest, but there is no visible action that has been taken by Canadian police against these Khalistani Goons. And in fact, they are just trying to protect any kind of manhandling during this protest. So the point is that still the Canadian government is giving much space to these Khalistani Goons to run their own agenda. And in fact, earlier they were openly disrespecting the tricolor, but now they have started giving the slogans and threatening the Hindu community staying in Canada. And
this is an open threat to the Hindu community, like you mentioned, Amandeep. Do stay with us. We have Manjinder Singh Sirsa also joining us on the broadcast. He has often expressed concern over what's happening in Canada. Mr. Sirsa, we have another incident coming in from Toronto where not just slogans have been raised, but also the Indian flag being desecrated.
So it's everyday story there, and most of them are funded by none other than the ISI, the Pakistan Intelligence Agency. Way back in 90s, the same thing happened in Punjab also. This kind of feud was instigated by these people and the agencies in Punjab, which ultimately turned out to be a disaster for Punjab. The Hindu-Sikh fights were there on the roads in Punjab. And now the same thing is instigating in there in Canada also. I believe that more responsibility, the people living there in Canada, and especially the Sikhs also, they should more responsibly come out and they should speak against this. The Canadian government do not want a stable government here in India. They have been instigating this kind of people time and again, and they are fueling up these kind of things there in Canada. And there is nobody to take action against them. Then this is the sole reason that these people, then those kind of goons who are funded by ISI, have got more strong presence there, and they are every Sunday they are creating this such kind of nonsense there in Canada.
Right. But Mr. Sirsa, why do you think the Canada government and the police refuse to take any action? Because the hate that the Khalistanis have has gone unchecked for too long. It was directed towards India, now being directed towards a particular community. They are openly raising slogans against Hindus, and yet no action is being taken.
Canadian has been always soft towards this kind of people. And in fact, they are also facing the heat of this. In last couple of months and maybe in the last year and so, there are so many killings there in Canada. There are bomb blasts in Canada. And at last, Canada will also have to pay the price of this. But for the reason being best known to them, they have been always supporting these people there